Hi you guys, it's Bianim and you're watching XOXO Bianim. Good morning, you guys. I don't know what Vlogmas status is, but good morning. I look crazy right now, but it's okay. Agenda for today. I think you guys are just going to walk with me as we do this, okay? Because we have a busy agenda for today. So, ooh, darkness. One second. Should I go to the car? Because I'm going somewhere. But, Jesus. Okay, agenda for today is we have 2 podcast episodes we're filming. I'm a woman of many talents, okay? And today's talent, we are playing podcast host. We got a space, and it is the most beautiful space. Like, if I ever imagined anything in terms of like, damn! If I imagine anything in terms of like what I would want my podcast space to look like, it is that. So I'm really, really happy. So we have, okay, I feel like I've said this 5 million times, but we have 2 guests coming in. One of my guys, Shizi, he was supposed to come with IoT, but IoT couldn't make it. I'm really excited. Shizi is coming in at 10:30 and my other guest is coming in at 2 p.m. I already reached out to them this morning just to confirm that they are going to be available to come in. But there's a lot of running around I need to do before they do come in, right? So I already have my cards, which I'm really excited for. I was really sad that I couldn't like design the space. I can't afford to design the space right now. So I'm just going to like do the little that I can do, which is get cards that kind of showcase my name. I think that's what I could do right now. I was going to do mic flags. But bro, I just can't invest in that right now. There's too many moving parts. I can't invest in that right now, which is, it sucks, but it is what it is. Like, it's going to be fine. Like, it's going to be okay. I was super nervous. So, I've interviewed people before for my podcast, but it's always been kind of just like virtual, right? And this is going to be my first ever in-person guest podcast interview that's going to be on video. So I've been reaching out to a bunch of people, and like I said, like Shizi is my really good friend, and I feel really comfortable. I feel like for my first time, you know, filming or recording a podcast episode with a guest, I would love for it to be a friend of mine that I'm extremely comfortable with. And you know, I don't know, I'm a perfectionist, okay? Like, I don't ever not want to be seen as unserious, because for the longest time I used to be seen as unserious, and that really stresses me out. Like, when people assume I'm unserious because of how like bubbly I am. So I think I really wanted the podcast episode to start with somebody that I was familiar with, and I could hopefully not make any mistakes. But if I was going to make any mistakes, I would prefer to make mistakes with somebody that I am comfortable with, right? My alarm is going off. I need to get the frick out. So yeah, I'm so grateful to him that he's like open to doing this with me. And then once I kind of have a hang of it, then I feel more comfortable to like film people that I don't necessarily know, but I do know about them. I know of them, but I don't know about them. So I begged, I was like, hey, like, we're supposed to do it next week, but I was like, if we could do it this week, like that would be absolutely amazing, because I had Shivumi at 2 p.m. So we're doing Shizi's episode at 10:30 a.m. That's when we're supposed to be filming. It's 8:45 right now. I need to go and get glue to stick on. It's a long story. I'll try to explain to you guys at some point. But yeah, I'm really nervous. Okay, but I'm extremely grateful. I feel like in terms of space, like I'm proud of myself for like finding the perfect space that just is everything to me. It's just, I just need to make sure that the delivery is really good. And I want like my podcast to be very intentional. Like I want to ask the questions that nobody asks. I want to really just get into the person, you know, get into the person's mind, and like just get into like not surface level questions. I genuinely hate like podcasts that ask very surface level questions. Like it really stresses me out. Like, you know, so I want to be different. How I can be different. So yeah, let us go and get to going. Hi guys. I know you're probably expecting, you know, me to be at the space right now filming and yapping with my guests. Like it's currently 2:21. I'd probably be yapping with my guests, but I'm at home. And I'm in a good place now to kind of have the conversation. So I went to the space, very happy, very excited, very nervous. I was having like the nervous jitters and all that shit. And I get there and they're like, oh, why are you here? And I'm like, I don't understand the question you're asking me. Like, I have my community ID. This, that, and the third. And they're like, yeah, they don't open on Saturdays. I'm like, okay, please call yoga. Because I don't have the energy, time, or place to even deal with this rubbish right now. So he's calling his person and I'm calling the person that I know. And she's like, yeah, like they don't open on Friday, Saturdays. And I'm like, okay, why the fuck then was I able to book on a Saturday? Like, please make it make sense. And she was like, yeah, like it's an technical error. And I'm like, okay. Okay, that's cool. Like, that's great. Okay, so I have 2 guests coming in and I need somewhere to film. So anyway, somebody was inside. I went upstairs and they're like, yeah, like they don't film. They're even like doing maintenance today. And at this point, like I'm genuinely just shaking because like I'm shaking out of anger and just like, I don't know, like when I get really irritated, like I just start to shake and I start to tear up and I start to dissociate myself basically, right? And immediately I call my mom. Like whenever I'm like in these phases, I tend to call my mother because she's usually the one that's like, Bianim, breathe. Because the thing is like when my body goes into hyperdrive, I tend to end up getting hives. It's a whole thing, okay? Like it's a whole thing. But anyways, I've consoled myself with some Fox cookies, white chocolate, and I got some Fun Ice as well. But like honestly, I think my thing is I think I've spoken about this on my TikTok, on my IG. I genuinely hate being unprofessional. I hate unprofessionalism, period. And I hate when I am forced into a situation where I have to be unprofessional. Because then being unprofessional kind of leads to, oh, she's very unserious. And I hate being unserious about things that I genuinely care about. Right? Now, mind you, this is my first ever guest episode video version that would be on YouTube. So I was so scared of that. Like I was thinking about that. I'm just like, oh, like, I hope I do a good job. I hope, you know, I'm not yapping too much. You know, I hope that this conversation, there's meaning to it. Like I think about all those things. Like when it comes to my podcast, I do think about all those things. I try to make sure that everything I'm putting out has some form of value. Like I'm not just yapping. So I think it through when it comes to my podcast, right? And all of this is happening and I'm just like, bro, like, so are you saying there's nothing I could do? Like, and then they go on to say, oh, they only open 9 to 5. It's like a corporate establishment. And I think as soon as she said that, like, I think that's when I just went crazy. Because what do you mean you are a creative space with a 9 to 5 establishment? Like, creatives also have 9 to 5s. So make it make sense. How would a creative who has a 9 to 5 be able to pursue their other goal? Thankfully, I'm currently unemployed. But like, if I were working a 9 to 5, how am I supposed to incorporate? I don't want to get into it, to be honest. Like, I don't. Like, I'm trying to chill the fuck out. I don't have any vices, right? Like, in terms of like, I don't smoke and I don't drink unless it's a social event. So I'm not going to just pull up and just be drinking. No. So I went to get ice cream and I went to get cookies. Because you know how they be like, oh, if you don't laugh, like you cannot, if you cannot cry, just laugh, or if you cannot, like, they do whatever. I'm just numb. Like I'm numb, but like I'm so angry because like this is a first impression, and I hate when my first impressions. Bro, I did not know this person. Like I hate, bro. I actually hate. Like for me, like first impressions are everything. Like I actually hate unprofessionalism. Like I actually hate it so much. Like I don't think y'all understand the capacity in which I hate it. Like, and to know that like it's such a stupid reason. Like, and then they're going to say, "Oh, Bianim, you should have called before coming in." And I think, okay, I feel like I'm too Americanized. I think in my head, like I'm too Americanized, right? Because if I say on so and so day, I'm coming here, I book this space, I do everything I'm supposed to do. book the space, I pick the time, I pick a time that's available, it says it's available, I can come in. Why do I need to call? I'm sorry, like, maybe I'm wrong, but like, why do I need to call? If it says it was available and I could come in, why would I need to call to say that I'm coming in? It's like the Uber driver, you see the location, you're asking me where am I going to? Do you get what I mean? Like, make it make sense. Anyways, and bright side, I reached out to my guests. Thankfully, they were very understanding. One of them was my friend, and the other one he has been very understanding about the whole situation. But he's like, he does work in 9 to 5, so he doesn't know how feasible that is. So what I'm going to do is Monday, I'm going to give them a call and I'm going to be like, hey, like, y'all need to figure something out. Like, somebody needs to be available on Saturday because I need the space on Saturday. So I don't know what you guys are going to do, but I need space on Saturday. But bless their heart. Bless their heart. They've been really understanding. My friend said he's available on Friday, so I need to book the space Friday. Even though I haven't seen any available time, but like I'm still going to try and book the space Friday. But y'all, I'm so happy I'm talking to you guys now because like me, like 2-3 hours ago, I was crashing the fuck out. Okay, but yeah, I guess we'll pick this back up again when I'm filming the first episode. When I do this again, this whole process again. Okay. Cheers to then. Today has been a lot. Okay, so we're gonna go swim. Pool. Yo, straight for the world, straight. Straight for the world, straight. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go! Hey! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Yes! Hi guys, so we just finished swimming. I took a bath, did my skincare, all of that. Didn't film that video. Sorry. But my card just came in. Oh my gosh, you guys! By the way, it is my 1-year anniversary for Wannabe Americana. I started Wannabe Americana November 11, 2024. It's November 11, 2020. More to come. The previous one was blue and I think pinky, and this one I feel like this is more of what Wannabe Americana represents for the most part. So I'm really excited. It says Bianim and Sibor presents Wannabe Americana, a podcast for outsiders by an outsider. Okay, I really hope. Okay. But yeah, like I'm really proud of this, really excited about this. Can't wait to like film because like I feel like for me I've been trying to like make sure everything is perfect before I start filming, but I'm also like Bianim, like just start. I think for me like I'm really nervous. Like I think my podcast for the most part is just like me sharing my thoughts and opinions, and I feel like once I start having guests that are like you can see the guests on and it becomes like a real podcast, like that's when I'll be like, this is a real podcast. Like right now I'm just like out here talking shit, you know what I mean? Like, and I think like that's why I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to perfect everything, I need to make sure everything's perfect. But I'm like, bro, like just fucking start. I think my biggest thing, like my biggest fear is like, oh, like I want my podcast name to be recognizable, this, that, and third. And I'm like, okay, Bianim, like I was looking for mic flags and I haven't been able to find mic flags here in Lagos, so I want to kind of like bring them in. And they're like, oh, like mic flags won't be coming into like December, like mid-December. I'm like, Bianim, like just bring them, like literally just if you're so worried about like having your name out, literally just create cards. So that's what I did. We have cards now, and like this could be kind of my branding for now, at least until my mic flags come in. So yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do this and just like, you know, hope that it's like visible enough. I mean, like, anyways, you guys, I'm just going to work on this.
We had the type of nights when morning comes too soon. Ooh. And nothing was the same. Watch me going out of the way when I should've went home. Only time of the day I get to spend on my own. I was tripping off, I used to sleep at your crib. Should drive by right where you live and pick you